Okay, so let's continue with drawing up this plumbing piping for sanitary. And what I have is a shower and a water closet on the right side. So I'm going to go to my section view, and here's the shower, and I'm going to connect my shower to my water closet. I'm going to go so far down, put a P-trap here, and just kind of put it there so I can adjust it. You see, I can adjust it here. And for my water closet, let's bring it down so I can make that connection. From here, I'm gonna go down to the floor below. Oh, I didn't wanna do that. Okay, let's try this again. I'm gonna go down to my floor below, and because there's a washer and dryer here, I'm going to extend this washer and dryer over, and the fittings are higher, so I'm going to have to extend this 3-inch pipe, or yes, it's a 3-inch. I'm just going to erase this. It's a 3-inch, and from here I'm going to transition to a 2-inch so I can pick up my washer and dryer sanitary. Okay, so that's that, and I'm going to erase this fitting and come over, because what I need to do is connect to my shower, which is going to be connected to my kitchen sink. So as you can see, they're in line here, but I need for them to be in line in the vertical, which is this direction. So I think I'm going to go up. Let's go up so I can modify and align this pipe with this pipe. Uh-oh, let's go back again. I'm going to align this pipe and that pipe. So the problem is I'm going to have room I'm trying to make these go down at the same time using my arrow key, and make this fitting. There's two fittings. There's a fitting here. Oh, okay. There's a fitting here, but I need to change that. And because it's going the wrong direction, I can flip it. Okay. And here, the same thing for this vertical, but only it's going to get a different kind of fitting. So here I'm going to put a Sanitary on it, which is this guy. Okay, so those two I can extend. Let's extend this over, and it should give us a reducer here. That's our fitting. That should be less than 2 feet, and it is 19. So we have those two. So I'm gonna go over and look at my my kitchen sink, because I'm gonna need to have my kitchen sink connect into this 2-inch coming off my shower. But in order to do that, I'm gonna have to go inside my wall space. Okay. That's 2'10" off the floor, which is standard for sink. So I'm going to go all the way down. I'm going to show something here. If I continue to go down, but I can't do that because there's a beam in the way. So if I change, let's see, if I go here, I'm going to show that there's a beam. Let's see if it's going to show. And here, make this wireframe. So there's our beam. And the reason that that I can't see my fittings is because if I type SS and look at my systems here, right click on it, and my graphic overrides is is white. And if I change that to black, you'll be able to see, let's go here, here. You'll be able to see that there's a beam here. Let me turn this off. And if I tab, so that's a W shape 18 by 55. Okay, so if we look at our, let me go back. Okay, so if we look at, am I selecting? Yeah, so if we look at the 3D here, you can see that it's going through this beam, okay? So I can't go down to the floor because it's in line with my beam, so I'm gonna have to do something different. So what I'm gonna have to do is draw my pipe parallel to my wall. Just coming over here. Where are we? Are we still going back? Going back. Back. Okay, this is where I want to be. And I think that I need to erase that again. Where is it here? Yeah. So I'm going to need to erase that and draw my line or my pipe over. Let's go here, and it's here. Maybe I can come out just a little bit more. Okay. And so we've cleared the beam. Okay. So the beam has been cleared. Let's see. That's fine. So now what I'm going to need, after I've cleared the beam, I'm going to need to go down to where this pipe is. And it is at a -1.5. So if I come over, I'm going to lock it. I just locked up my architecture plan. So from here, I'm going to come here and go at 45 degrees. Because if I go down, I can't. Let's see. I have to make two 45-degree angles, otherwise I'm going to need a clean out. But I'm going to have to go down -1.5, I think was this one. But I don't want to go down exactly because I'm going to need to align it up. So I'm going to go -1.2. Okay, and here 45, another 45. Okay, so as you can see, what I've done is I've come down, I bypass the structure here and come over and come down and create a 45-degree here, so I don't need a clean out. Okay, there's 145, and that's my second one. So what I'm going to need to do is line up this 2-inch pipe with this pipe. So we go back to the floor plan, come back over here, and we can see that it's right there. So if I go to my section view and my disciplines are on, that means my structure and my mechanical is on, because I don't want to run into any ducts or any mechanical equipment, and that's the mechanical equipment, and it is, I turn that off, and tab, it is a heat recovery unit. Okay, so now what I'm going to need to do is align this pipe and that pipe. From here we can go back. So what I'm going to need to do, let's make this wireframe so I can see what I'm doing. I think another, I'm just going to change this to black so I can see what the heck I'm doing. Was it black or was it white? It was black. It was white. So now it's black. Okay, so I'll change it back. So here I can see what I'm doing, and this pipe and that pipe go up. So I need to make a 45. Now that they are aligned, can come down and make a 45 here. Okay, so those two. So now let's look at our washer and dryer, and this is the, so if you look close, that's the drain, that's cold water, hot water, and that's the vent connection. So I'm going to come off of here, come down, and I'm going to need to go over. Okay, and this is 210. Let's go 110. So I can drop it 110. Let's come here and drop it 110. Let's go here, drop 110 and go this way. So if we go back and look at our 3D view, I'm going to need a P-trap here, and it is there. So that looks lovely, lovely. And here I'm going to connect into my extended part of the sanitary stack that is, it's going over, but I need to align it. Let's come up a little bit. That's fine. So I'm going to align it, and we can go align here with that. Go back to a view, and I can kind of get this in an orientation where there's no real interference. So here, 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 and of course it can either be an elbow or I can cap it here and make the proper fitting there, and we have that. So the next thing I need to do is connect these two lavatories, and one of the lavatories is going to drain into the second lavatory. So I'm going to go from left to right and just come down a little bit here. Just come down a little bit. I don't need a, let's go over. But I could just come down, because I'm going to have to change the orientation. Come down this way first. Come back. Look at my section view. I'm going to rotate that in place at 90 degrees so I can see this other lavatory. Okay, and this lavatory is going to go back to the wall. And back and come down through here, and it's going to go over like that. Okay, and it needs a P-trap here. As you can see, I think what I'm going to do is come here, here, and move those two up at the same time. Because this pipe piece cannot be more than 2 feet. So I think that that's going to be okay. No, I need some room for my fitting. So let's go back here, and we can make this connection. Okay, so we'll come here, make this connection. Okay, and that's going to be a sanitary T. Come here, 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 here. So we are gonna, what we're gonna need to do is connect. As long as that pipe is in the middle third of that beam, it's okay. So I'm gonna come back and just, it just has to be in the middle of that beam. So it's down a little bit, okay? It's here. So this pipe is going to govern this pipe because there's a restriction here, okay? So let's do this. I'm going to align this pipe and that pipe. Okay, so now we can come over, and I think that I'm going to, okay, and this is going to be a combination, and it's going that direction. So it looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It looks like everything has been connected. So what I can do, let's turn this off. Okay, and we can see that everything looks like it's being connected. What's going on here? Oh, okay. And we have our system all connected. Okay, so I hope that helped. Hope you can follow along with what I was doing, and I will talk to you guys later. I think the next time I'm going to talk about how to vent this particular layout. Okay, all right guys, I'll talk to you guys later.